wonderful.
మూవీ అంతా అయిన తర్వాత మనం చాటింగ్ చేశాను చూసారా, అది నర్సం.
It's very unfortunate our movie makers, they don't stick to the original Shastra. They spoil their state. Purity is a process.
Yes. Actually,
even if 10 people come, let it be pure.
Yes. Okay. Especially మనకి తెలుగు సినిమాలు చూస్తే దానవీర సూరకర్ణ అవన్నీ కంకాక్టెడ్ మార్చేశారు. ఒరిజినల్ భాగవతం ప్రకారం అసలు లేదు. చాలా మూవీస్ మార్చేశారు. మనం ఏంటంటే చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి వి గ్రూ అప్ వాచింగ్ దోస్ మూవీస్, అట్లీస్ట్ ఓల్డర్ జనరేషన్. మైండ్ లో అదే ఉంది. అదే మహాభారత్ నా పూర్తిగా తెలియదు. రామానంద్ సాగర్ హరే కృష్ణ మాతాజీ.
దట్ ఈస్ ఓకే. బట్ ఇంకోటి ఈమె కప్సులు ఎవరో వచ్చిన ఆమె తీసిన అది ఫ్లాప్ అయిందన్నమాట. జితేంద్ర డాటర్ ఏదో ఉంది కదా, అది కాదు, ఏక్తా కపూర్. వాళ్ళు ప్రొడక్షన్ ఆఫీసర్ అంటే. బట్ నేను చూసాను రామ.
ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ ఎవ్రీబడి టు వాచ్ నరసింహ మూవీ. Everybody to watch Narsimha movie, and not only you watch, take 5 people with you. Take 5 people with you and go to that movie. It's a divine experience, and like at least Vasantara Prabhu came, then Lavanya Mataji and Karthik Prabhu came, and Smruti Mataji came, at least from our group. It was like a divine experience. We booked 2 halls. One hall was 171 seats full, another hall 120 seats. Completely, one is for Hindi and one is for Telugu. Completely our devotees. I'll share some pictures. After the movie is over, I gave Bhagavad Gita to the theatre manager for giving tickets. So he was also very friendly. I cannot imagine it was like our park, as if we are walking. He did not scan our tickets also yesterday.
Yes, sir.
People were walking in and out like as if it is their home. No objection, no question. I mean, there is every chance that some people would have walked inside without ticket. And he gave us that flexibility. I was just thinking, how can we ever thank that guy? He doesn't know me, I don't know him. Yeah. He's a stranger, yet he was supporting. No, this is our role to Sanatana Dharma, to support somehow or the other. We all wanted to watch a movie, the manager supported. He will get divine Sukriti, no doubt about it, for supporting this one. So many blessings will go to him. And it was goosebumps movie. Last 15-20 minutes, yeah. Especially first 15 minutes, that Varaha Avatar and Narasimha Avatar, both of them are like goosebumps. I really ask you to go. If you have small children, don't go on 3D because it will be little heavy on them. Go for normal 2D, that is good. Encourage everybody to go. Because as Raghurandan Prabhu was telling, off late we are not getting movies with proper authentic. So they have quoted Bhagavatam slokas in the movie. And at the end was Narsingh Arati. We all stood up. I'll share that video with you. Vasantara Prabhu experienced. 200 people, we sang Narsingh Arati at the end of the movie. Like unimaginable. We all took group photo. See, most of our group don't go for movies. 90% of them stopped going for movies. 10% here and there, once in a while. Some old Kujili will be still there. So some of us might be still going for movies. But so for everybody, they were looking for this divine experience of watching a movie together. So the theatre manager was asking, should I arrange for 100 plate of samosa for you guys? I said, please, because they all will be wasted. Nobody will eat. Our group is all non-onion garlic group. All your samosas will be wasted. Don't arrange this. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanatari Yamuna Tiravanatari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. It's been a long time singing this song. Wanted to sing this song, and I want to appreciate Mataji for taking lead and trying to sing this song and posting in the group. Very nice, Mataji. Vrindavana Ramyasthana Divya Chintamani Dhama Ratana Mandira Manohara Vrindavana Ramyasthana Divya Chintamani Dhama Ratana Mandira Manohara Vrindavana Ramyasthana Divya Chintamani Dhama Ratana Mandira Manohara Avanaramyasthana Divya Chintamani Dhama Ratana Mandira Manohara Avrata Kadindi Nire Rajahamsa Kedikare Tahe Sobe Tanaka Kamada Avrata Kadindi Rajahamsa Kedikare Tahe Sobe Tanaka Kamada Vrindavana Ramyasthana Divya Chintamani Dhama Ratana Mandira Manohara Vrindavana Ramyasthana Divya Chintamani Dhama Ratana Mandira Manohara Tara Madhye Hemapita Ashtadhane Vesitita Ashtadhane Pradana Naika Tara Madhye Hemapita Ashtadhane Vesitita Ashtadhane Pradana Naika Tara Madhye Ratnasani Basiyache Dui Jani Chama Sange Sundari Radhika Tara Madhye Ratnasani Basiyache Dui Jani Shama Sange Sundari Radhika O Rupala Vanyarasi Amiya Pariche Kasi Hasya Parihasa Sambhashani O Rupala Vanyarasi Amiya Pariche Kasi Hasya Parihasa Sambhashani Narottama Dasa Koi Nitya Leela Sukhamoi Tadai Spruho Moramami Narottama Dasa Koi Nitya Leela Sukhamoi Tadai Spruho Moramami Vrindavana Ramyasthana Divya Chintamani Dhama Ratana Mandira Manohara Vrindavana Ramyasthana Divya Chintamani Dhama Ratana Mandira Manohara Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Vrindavana Ramyasthana Divya Chintamani Dhama Ratana Mandira Manohara Vrindavana Ramyasthana Divya Chintamani Dhama Ratana Mandira Manohara. Hare Krishna. This is one of the beautiful songs I like. And if Krishna permits, today we'll discuss about Goloka Vrindavana. When we are discussing about Vaikuntha planets, we'll discuss how beautiful is Goloka Vrindavana. Because we cannot see with our eyes now. At least from the Shastra, Brahma Samhita, we'll try to understand. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadanti Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahaganara Gunadanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanvitamscha E Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Kaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Krupa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavatir Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratvishe Namaha Namah Pankajanavaya Namah Pankajamaline Namah Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangraye Namo Brahmanya Devaya Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagat Hitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrunda Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Actually, these classes are happening here because of Srila Prabhupada. He is the one who was propagating in every nook and corner Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Harinama Sankirtan. Because of his blessings, we are all here. So he is our primary Acharya, whom we need to be very respectful. And before doing every round, we have to do this mantra. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gauravakta Vrunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Ala mana mantra cheyali. Every time we start, we have to do the Guru Pranam mantra. Then only we get the divine blessings of the Guru. Is it very cold? Is it okay? So the people who take alcohol generally go high, right? When they take too much alcohol. Right now I'm also a little high. Yesterday we had too much alcohol. What is that? Narsimha movie. So I'm little on a high. I couldn't sleep yesterday after seeing that Mahavatar coming out and all. So that was going in the mind. So I'll be little high, please bear with me. In between, I might go high suddenly. Huh? That is permitted. Thank you. And I am above 18. Hare Krishna. So we started discussing about very, very important topic. Yesterday I was listening to one lecture and they were saying that how fortunate are we to get this knowledge and how unfortunate are who, even though we have this opportunity, are still not attending the classes, either not attending due to something or the other, or not even trying to attend the classes. Some are in the group still not attending, some are regular but still trying to miss classes. So this is like Hare Krishna. This is like a lottery knocking the door and we are closing the door saying that we don't want it. It is like that. So let us not miss any class as much as possible. I know there might be some one or two things. Today is our 16th class. Since 4 months, we are seeing each other face. You are seeing my stupid face every week and trying to listen to whatever we say. Hare Krishna, thank you all once again for joining. So what do we remember from last week? We started discussing the most central topic. This is the central nervous system. Trying to understand about Krishna. So there is some problem. Yeah, the connector has some problem. And none of them have. I have.
Anybody want to hear?
Last week, we
discussed about the God and demigods, and Krishna is the Supreme Lord, and there is nothing wrong with you actually offer puja to Krishna. And you can continue with whatever you're doing with other gods.
Okay. Very good. What else? Anybody else? Em gurtundo cheppandi. Can you pass on the mic?
6 qualities of God. As per scriptures, like who is wealthy and fame, all fame and strength. Even renunciates, knowledge, all knowledgeable, all
Renunciate. We understood.
Fame,
All beautiful. All powerful.
This is the sloka we discussed. What else we discussed? Ma Saundaryamma.
few slokas which describe God. I mean, He is the ultimate creator, enjoyer. He is the owner of all the things. And also, you discussed on if we worship any particular god. Suppose if we are worshipping sun god, we will reach to Surya Loka. I mean, our destination will be different depending upon the which god we pray. It is like ultimate is Krishna. Other gods are not gods. You said you will discuss it in today's class.
Perfect.
And also we had discussion on Hare Krishna mantra is like power most. Other pujas are like
Secondary.
Secondary.
Very good. Very good. Hariboli, ఎవరికన్నా ఏమన్నా గుర్తుందమ్మా? Anything you want to share from last week? Huh? You did not attend. Okay. Ankita,
Let me share my takeaway.
please.
So what I understood was that you can worship anybody, you can follow any ritual and shastra, but if your goal is not to meet the prime creator, Krishna, then all of this is still going to keep you in the cycle. So if you can do that, then everything is reaching Krishna anyway.
Haribol. Very nice. Very nice, all of you. Anybody else? स्मृति माता जी, लास्ट वीक आप आए थे ना? स्मृति नहीं, आपका नाम? हाँ, शिवानी माता जी, आप आए थे ना लास्ट वीक? क्या याद है, थोड़ा बताइए. आपको स्पॉट में रख दिया मैं. कोई बात नहीं, जितना याद है बता दीजिए.
आपने बताया कि आप हिंदी को
हाँ बोलिए, इसलिए मैंने आपको हिंदी में प्रॉम्प्ट किया.
आपने बताया कि जो बाकी सब भगवान जी है, मीन्स वो हमारी कोई इच्छा होती है तो वो इच्छा पूर्ति करती है। जैसे हमको शिव जी की पूजा करनी है तो हमको कोई विश है तो वो शिव जी करेंगे। दुर्गा की पूजा कर रहे हैं तो दुर्गा वो विश पूरी करेंगी। सूर्य भगवान की पूजा कर, और अल्टीमेट जिसको बैकुंठ जाना है, जिसको गोलोक जाना है, उसको कृष्ण का ही रास्ता अपनाना होगा। बाकी सब जो देवी देवता है वो एक पर्टिकुलर इच्छा पूर्ति के लिए है, और अल्टीमेट हमारी लाइफ का जो गोल है कृष्ण प्राप्त, मतलब कृष्णा को प्राप्त करना, मोक्ष को प्राप्त करना, वो सिर्फ हमको कृष्णा से ही मिलेंगे। और गीता में भी भगवान ने बोला है कि मैं सब उसका पिता मैं हूँ। बाकी सब धर्मों में वो बोल रहे हैं कि कोई पिता है जो ये कर रहा है, बट अल्टीमेट हमारी भगवत गीता में लिखा है, भगवान बोल रहे कि मैं पिता हूँ, मैं ये सब कर रहा हूँ। तो सब भगवान, सब देवी देवता उन्हीं को ही समर्पित है, और हम लोग को भी वही हमारा गुण। और फिर आपने बताया भगवान के क्या क्या गुण है, भी बस भगवान की क्या पहचान है, जो कि अभी वो माता जी ने बताया, नॉलेज, ब्यूटी, वेल्थ, स्ट्रेंथ। तो ये किसी भी मनुष्य जो हमको वो विभूति या कुछ निकाल के या कुछ मैजिक करके दिखा रहा है और बोल रहे कि मैं गॉड हूँ, तो ही इज नॉट गॉड। वो भी हमसे थोड़ा ज्यादा भगवान के मैं बोल सकती हूँ कि नजदीक है, तो शायद उसके पास हमसे ज्यादा पावर है कि वो ये सब कर सकता है, बट वो भगवान नहीं है।
हरिबोल. I think we discussed the entire summary of last class. Very good. Thank you. Anybody else want to add any point? Okay. Very good. Thank you. घर जाने के बाद थोड़ा याद कर रहे हैं हम जो बात किया ये हफ्ते में, और संडे मॉर्निंग 10 बजे स्विच ऑफ एंड अगेन नेक्स्ट संडे मॉर्निंग 7 o'clock स्विच ऑन, नहीं है ना? ये बात वीक में चल रहे हैं ना माइंड पे? वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. Hare Krishna. So we discussed mathematics when there is a theorem which we say and then we go into detail and try to prove that, right? Like that's how we started in the last class also, saying Krishna is a supreme Lord. All Vedas are saying, Bhagavad Gita is saying, Srimad Bhagavatam is saying, Brahma Samhita is saying, Padma Purana is saying, Vishnu Purana is saying, all Puranas are saying that Krishna is supreme. But we are trying to go into detail to understand so that we are convinced for our life. Because हजारों जन्म we did not listen to this. हमने छोड़ दिया, इसलिए again जन्म लेना पड़ा. At least this life again Krishna is arranging classes telling that my huna. We have seen the other my huna, but we are forgetting that Krishna is there. He is telling my huna, I am with you. So we are trying to recollect and understand that one and get solid conviction. Because see, I'll tell you, Hare Krishna, Dandot Pranam Prabhu. See, मेरे को 3-4 साल लगा मानने के लिए. कुछ लोग, आप लोग 1 हफ्ता में मान लिया. You are all fortunate people. I took so much time to agree to this philosophy. The person who was teaching me, I fought with him. I said, you are Krishna devotee, that's why sab Krishna Krishna bolte ja rahe. So I even argued with him. So then he started quoting so many slokas. He was patient with me. His name is Leelananda Das. Some of you have seen here. He has come on our Radhayatra day. So after the class, he has even at that time, he was not that very busy. He even came to my home and spent 2 hours with me just to discuss on this topic. Because I read so much of Khichdi before for the last 30 years, it was difficult for me to accept why Krishna is the supreme. I was quoting different slokas. This is what I know. I was reading some sloka from Lalita Sahasranama saying that no, and in this book it is said like this. Why are you saying Krishna is the highest? He was patiently explaining with me. Then also I did not agree. But after chanting for some time, I think my mind calmed down. After some years now, I understood Krishna is supreme personality of Godhead. See whether you accept it immediately, or after 5 years, or after one life, or after 10 million lives, truth remains the truth. అర్థమైందండి మనం ఎప్పుడైనా ఒప్పుకోవాలి
ఉన్నాయి కదండి
ఏంటి ప్రభు
డిఫరెంట్ వర్షన్స్ ఆఫ్ భగవద్గీత ఉంది.
ఆ,
శ్లోకాస్ అన్నింటిలో ఒకటేనండి, లేకపోతే ఇట్స్ మాడిఫైడ్?
శ్లోకాస్ అన్ని ఒకటే.
యాక్చువల్లీ different versions of Bhagavad Gita lo problem ఏంటంటే slokas is always the same. Nobody changed the slokas. Meanings they changed. Different people they changed it the way they like. For example, when Krishna said, I am Bhagavan, some people interpret it as that I is not Krishna, that I is super soul, or I is Durga Devi, or I is Lord Shiva, or that I is the God who has no form, no name, no roop, Nama Rupa Guna Rahita, Avyakta Brahman. I don't know any Shankaracharya followers, any Shankaracharya's books you have read, then we need to discuss in a lot of detail. If you have not read, you are safe. Because I read some of those books, I had this conception of God was formless.
ఇప్పుడు గంగాధర్ శాస్త్రి ఆయన భాగవతం
ఆయన భగవద్గీత బాగుంటుందండి,
అంటే దానికి
రిలేటెడ్ గానే ఉంటుందండి. కాకపోతే ఏంటంటే అండి, unfortunately we all also did not read all Bhagavad Gitas at great length to compare, but at least some Bhagavad Gitas which I referred, I felt that they were meaning is changed. That's why we encourage everybody, just take ISKCON Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad Gita as it is, Bhagavad Gita Yada Rup, Bhagavad Gita Yada Tadam. So because actually the title itself is amazing, as it is. As it is means Srila Prabhupada used that was as it is because he said, I am sharing that knowledge as Krishna has shared with you. He did not change a single word. So that's why we recommend everybody, please take this Bhagavad Gita, especially Andhra, Telangana, all Matajis. Many of them have it up. There are many Matajis who read Bhagavad Gita, but they buy some or the other book. Sometimes you buy 20 rupees ka small book. It's a small book. Some people say, Prabhuji, this book is very busy too. They don't mind carrying a very big handbag, but they have a problem in carrying this Bhagavad Gita. So they will say, Prabhuji, this book is big. So, and the problem is, if I have to print this book in 20 pages, how much meaning I can give? I have to write only one line, no? In one line, what we understand. ఇంత పుస్తకం ఇస్తేనే మన బుర్రకు అర్థమై సాగు. 1000 పేజీలు ఉంటేనే మనకు అర్థమై సాగు. అలాంటిది one line ఇస్తే ఇంకేం అర్థమవుతుంది? So, I've been thinking like this every week, what I'm forgetting. Prabhu, next week, remind me. I want to bring Bhagavad Gitas. I have some 100 at home we bought from temple. I want to give each one of you. Take that one and make a habit of reading every day for half an hour. Sloka. If you are interested to even understand a little bit of Sanskrit, there is also word-to-word meaning. Aham, I am, like that bija, seed giving, pradapitaha, father, like that word-to-word is there. And then below the translation is there 3 lines, which I am posting every day. Then there is something called purport. Purport. Or further explanation. I don't know what is it called in Hindi.
Hindi.
I don't know. Niche explanation likha hai. After Bhashyam. In Telugu, it's called Bhashyam, which is further explanation. So, Srila Prabhupada has given minimum half page to 4 pages explanation for each sloka. Sometimes he even quotes from Srimad Bhagavatam, quotes from Padma Puran, quotes what Shankaracharya said. He tried to connect all that one and give that one. So, if you want to understand sloka in great detail, you read that one. It will take 10-15 minutes every day to read one sloka. 10-15 minutes, that's all. to read one sloka with all the detail. Then you will understand Bhagavad Gita in little more detail in a practical way. First is understanding. Uske liye 50 janm chala gaya. Then how to implement it in our day-to-day life. Then comes final goal. So it is a long process, but Acharyas made it like a very short process. By doing Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, you will understand Bhagavad Gita. This is inconceivable. By doing mantra, how can I understand the book? You will get that question. By doing Maha Mantra, how can I understand the book? Guru reveals externally and internally. Krishna reveals as a Chaitya Guru internally in his heart. He also reveals the meaning. He makes it acceptable. Because I took so many years to accept it. Finally, why did I accept? It's not because my thak gaya hu, argue karke. I was convinced. After reading, after chanting this one. For example, you have this a cloth which has got so much of dirt on it. Will it go away in one wash? Don't believe that Surf Excel ad, Ariel ad, all in the TV. All cheating. They will show as if like everything can be removed in one wash. Sometimes it takes 4 wash, 5 wash, 6 wash, 10 wash, 100 wash. Sometimes cloth pickle jayega, but dirt nahi jayega. So that is some of our situation is like that. So by constantly washing, that means by constantly doing Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Manasu nirmala avutund. Then we start accepting Bhagavad Gita as it is. We can accept the truth. So if some of you are able to accept the truth without any questions, it means you are very fortunate. Your heart is already washed in the previous lives. It is kept ready.
And we don't have that knowledge.
కాదండి మన మనస్సు ఓకే అది కూడా మంచిది అన్లర్నింగ్. ఇప్పుడు ఒక గిన్నెలో నీళ్లు ఉన్నాయనుకోండి, ఆ గిన్నెలో పాలు పోయాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? ఆ నీళ్లు పారిపోయాలి. ఇప్పుడు నా పరిస్థితి అది, దాని నిండిగా ఫుల్గా నీళ్లు ఉన్నాయి, పారిపోస్తే కానీ పాలు పోయలేకపోయారు. సో ఏ कटोरी में देयर इज वाटर, उसमें दूध डालना है तो क्या करना है? पहले वो पानी फेंकना पड़ेगा. सो दो मन में जो अहंकार है, अनलर्निंग है, all these things we have to remove. Then only Krishna will come and sit in. Anyway, so we discussed a lot about why we should learn about God. So we also discussed about, is praising somebody, is it disrespecting other person? We got convinced now, right? Convinced? Are you all convinced? So praising Krishna is not disrespecting Devatas, because they also accepted Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Next, we also discussed, Mataji said this one, different paths will take us to different this one. They all will not take to one goal. Like Google Map, if you put to Sikandrabad, it will not take to Gachibowli. It will take us to Sikandrabad only. So different puja will take us to different parts. It will not take us to Krishna. And only Krishna can give the liberation. Only God, Krishna can give the liberation. Mukti kavalana, moksham kavalana, only Krishna can give. All other devatas cannot give. They can recommend to Krishna. He's very sincere, please give, but they cannot give. It is like that. And which person has the qualification to declare anyone as God? We discussed that none of us have the qualification to declare who is God, because we are impacted by the 3 modes of material nature, sattva, rajas, tama, gunalto now. And we also discussed a word called ajagadasthana nyaya, which is basically from a goat front, you have 2 of them. They look like as if you can, they look like that nipples, but you can't get milk from that one. So we said that one, they cannot be used for milking. In a similar way, no human can explain what is God. So if you want to understand who is Krishna, we have to refer Bhagavad Gita. We have to refer Srimad Bhagavatam. We have to refer to Brahma Samhita. We have to refer to books where they have explained, right? Then we discussed about the definition of God, which is Parashara Muni, the father of Vedavyasa, said, Aishwaryasya samakrishya viryasya yachaha sriyaha jnana vairagyaschaiva sannam bhaga iti gana. So we discussed a person who is full with 6 opulences: strength, fame, wealth, knowledge, beauty, renunciation. All this is Krishna. ఈ 6 సంపూర్ణంగా ఎవరి దగ్గర అయితే ఉన్నాయో వాళ్ళే భగవంతుడు. ఆ భగవంతుడు అంటే కృష్ణ. Very simple answer to you. When you are reading Bhagavad Gita, is there anywhere is it mentioned as Sri Krishna Uvacha? Or is it mentioned as Sri Vishnu Uvacha? What is it mentioned? Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Avuna? Even in Vishnu Sahasranama, when you read Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, that means crystal clear. Who is Bhagavan? Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Bhagavan. So we are trying to understand step by step who is Bhagavan. What is the definition of Bhagavan? Who has that qualifications of being a Bhagavan? Right. Now today we are going to go into further details. Yeah. This might take another one session today and one more session it might take for us to come to some understanding. Right? So where can we find Supreme Lord in the scriptures? Scriptures. Who is Brahman? People use the word Brahman, right? Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan. These three words, are they same? Are they synonyms? Paryaya Padala? Vera. We'll try to understand. Who is the source of everything? Is the God Bhagavantudiki Rupam, Gunam, Nama Unnada Leda? Then, who was there before the creation? Right? Who was there after the creation? My daughter once asked me, what is Krishna's birth date? Which year? What to answer? If somebody asks me, what is your birthday? I can tell 13th June 1972. What is Krishna's birth date? Very difficult. When was he born? Who is Krishna's father and mother? Because we are all born to a father and mother. For us, it's very difficult to accept that somebody can be born without a father and mother. We all have a birth rate, we all have a dash date. So it's very difficult to think about somebody not having a birth rate and somebody not having a death rate. It's very difficult to understand. Is Krishna dependent or independent on it? We are all dependent or independent? Huh? Are we all dependent or independent? Dependent. Right. Next, what is my relation with Krishna? What are the energies of Krishna? Like that, so many things we'll discuss. Right. There are 108 Upanishads we discussed few times, right? There are many Upanishads. So today we have some quotations from different Upanishads. Brihada Aranyaka Upanishad. Anybody got any chance to read any Upanishad? No. Don't worry. Sarvopanishado Gavo Dogda Gopalanandana Partho Vatsasudir Bhokta Dugdam Geetam Ruhat Mahat. Prabhuji, I did not read all the 108 Upanishads. Don't worry. This Gita is the essence of all the 108 Upanishads. If you have read Gita, it is like you have read all the 108 Upanishads. So you don't need to carry any regret. Upanishad Naipada. So I attended Upanishads classes recently, 2 years back. One Prabhuji was explaining 6 Upanishads. I was trying to understand because I wanted to understand a little bit. So I attended those classes. But at the end, essence is essence. No doubt, no worry about it. But I was a little curious to understand. Tam yetan yedanu vachena vidishyanti hignena danena tapasane ane tapasana sakhena. By study of Vedas, by yajna, by charity, by austerity, by fasting, the Brahmanas are trying to understand God. Are we doing any of that to understand God? We are happily coming on a Sunday morning, sitting in a beautiful, pleasant air, open area, uske baad nice prashadam, and we are going home. And we are understanding about God. हम कोई तकलीफ नहीं उठा रहे ना भगवान को समझने के लिए. Are we at least walking 5 kilometers to come to this place? No. Are we at least taking car out? No. We are just 100 meters, 200 meters. We are all coming to understand Bhagavad Gita. Some Brahmanas are trying to do yajnas, charity, tapas, fasting. They are all trying to understand who is God. Next, Katha Upanishad. Sarve Veda Yat Padam Amananti. All the Vedas glorify the lotus feet of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Next, Bhagavad Upanishad is telling, from the Supreme Person's breath came the 4 Vedas, the histories, the Puranas, the Upanishads, the verses, Brahma Sutras, and Anuvakyas. इवన్నీ ఎక్కడి నుంచి వచ్చినాయి? ये सब कहाँ से आया? All coming from Lord's breath. Vedas are created by Krishna. If you see the Varaha Avatar, or if you see this one, Vedas are taken away, right? Then Lord comes as Hayagriva. Lord comes as Hayagriva to protect the Vedas when Vedas are taken away. When Bhumi is taken away by the Hiranyaksha, then Lord comes as Varaha avatar to dwell that one. I was telling that सब लोग नरसिम्हा movie देखिए बहुत अच्छा है. So you'll understand how it all happens. Next. Who is the Brahmans which is mentioned in all the Upanishads? 99% of the Upanishads use the word Brahman, Brahman, Brahman because those are mostly understood by Brahmanas and Vedic scholars who go into so much of depth and try to understand. They use the word Brahman. So Narayana Upanishad says, who is that Brahman? Brahmanyo Devaki Putraha. One line answer. Brahmanyo Devaki Putraha. And Sri Krishna Bhagavantude ఆ బ్రహ్మానికి కారణం. The son of Devaki, Krishna, is the supreme personality of Godhead. Right. And 14.27, Bhagavad Gita 14.27, Krishna is telling, Brahmano hi pratishtaham atmasyavasyavasya cha sarasvatasya cha dharmasya sukasai kantikasya cha. And I am the basis of the impersonal Brahman, which is immortal, imperishable, eternal, and the constitutional position of the ultimate happiness. Krishna is saying, I am the source of the Brahman, which is discussed in all the Vedas and Upanishads. I am the source of all the Brahman. Next. Some people say, especially Shankaracharya philosophy, some people who are following, and some Mayavada philosophy says, actually Bhagavan ko koi roop nahi hai. जब कुछ काम के लिए है वो रूप लेगा, वो काम होने के बाद अगेन फॉर्मलेस हो जाएगा. భగవంతుడికి అసలు రూపం లేదు, ఒక పని మీద రూపం తీసుకొని ఆ పని అయిపోయాక మళ్ళీ అరూపిగా అయిపోతాడు. దిస్ ఇస్ ద డిస్కషన్ ఆఫ్ మెనీ స్కాలర్స్, రైట్? అండ్ ద ఆన్సర్ ఈస్ ఇన్ భగవద్ గీత 7.24. I told you, right? Bhagavad Gita has answers to every questions, right? అవ్యక్తం వ్యక్తిమాపన్నం మన్యతే మాం అబుద్ధయా పరం భావం అజానంతో మమ వ్యవం అనుత్తమం. Unintelligent men. Krishna is starting this first word. Unintelligent men. Ante jisko buddhi nahi hai. Do not know me perfectly that I, the supreme personality of Godhead, Krishna, was impersonal before and have now assumed this personality. Due to their small knowledge, they do not know my higher nature, which is imperishable and supreme. Krishna 7.24 lo చెప్తున్నాడు. Some people think that I am formless, I take a form. Varaha avatar ka kaam hai, Varaha avatar. Again, becoming formless. Then Narasimha avatar, becoming Narasimha and again formless. Krishna is telling, men of small knowledge, jisko buddhi nahi hai, they think that mere ko roop nahi hai. He is telling that I am everything. I am imperishable, I am supreme. So we need to understand from this 7.24, Krishna is a person. Krishna is not some formless. Krishna is a person. Next. Who is the source of everything? 10.8. Aham sarvasya prabhavo. Everybody say, Aham sarvasya prabhavo. Matta sarvam pravartate. Iti matva bhajante mam. Buddha bhava samanvita. I am the source of, I think charging got over, huh? Because I used that plug for the other one. Can you try with the other plug, Prabhu, for this one? There are two other plugs. Sorry to just see if any of these are working. So Krishna is saying, I am the source of all the spiritual and material worlds. ఆధ్యాత్మిక ప్రపంచానికి భౌతిక ప్రపంచానికి సృష్టికర్తని నేనే. Everything emanates from me. అన్ని నా నుంచే వస్తున్నాయి. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. ఎవరికైతే నేను ఈ సర్వకారణ కారణం అని అర్థమైందో, they just worship on me. It's not working, Prabhu. Charging? No, it's not on. Hare Krishna. Thank you. So whoever understands I am Sarvakarana Karanam, I am the source of all the material world, I am the source of all the Adhyatmika world, will surrender unto me. So what is our duty? If you have understood this sloka, If you have understood 10.8, what should be your immediate duty? The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Krishna is telling, if you have understood this, stop all the nonsense. Start worshipping me. Start worshipping me with love. Surrender unto me. Sarvadharman parityajya. That is what Krishna is asking us to do. So, Prabhuji, how do I follow Bhagavad Gita? Just simply follow the instructions of the Gita. Prabhuji, I have so much of love for Krishna, but I cannot follow anything. Murahari Prabhu, you have son? You have a son? If he says, Nana, I love you so much, but I will not listen to any of what you are telling. ఏమంటారు మీరు? అది కాదు ప్రేమ అంటే. ప్రేమ అంటే నేను చెప్పింది నా. So if we love Krishna, we have to listen to what he is telling. Otherwise, there is no point in telling Krishna, I love you. But आपका बात कुछ नहीं मानता हूं. मैं मेरा मनमानी चलाता हूं. That is not Krishna Bhakti. Krishna Bhakti is accepting his instructions, taking it seriously, and transforming our life day by day, not just one day. आज अच्छा भगवत गीता सुना, आज भगवान का जप करेंगे, next 10 days छुट्टी. No, this is for our entire life. How long is our life? Prabhuji, why do you ask this question every week? Why do you depress us every week asking this question?
Expect the right answer.
Huh?
Expect the right answer.
So throughout our life, Krishna is asking us to remember him. How long? वो एक दिन भी हो सकता है, 25 साल भी हो सकता है. Our duty is to simply remember him. Every week we'll connect 8.5, 8.6 slokas. Also 8.7, I will add third one. 8.5, 8.6, 8.7. How many of you know all these three now? By 16 weeks now you should know. Next. So God do not have a name. God do not have a form. God do not have a qualities. నిరాకారుడు, భగవంతుడు నిరాకారుడు. ఇది మనం చాలా దగ్గర నుంచి వినేది. Krishna is telling clearly in Bhagavad Gita, I have a form. Next. నిర్గుణ, భగవంతుడికి గుణం లేదు. Next. నిరాకార, నిర్గుణ, and no name. Uttam Purana is clarifying. And Lakhu Bhagavatam is, I'm not going into every sloka in the interest of time. They are clarifying. When you say Bhagavan do not have a form, it means he do not have a single form. Because Bhagavan is taking so many avatars. So how many avatars are there? Huh? 10. 24. You will understand how many avatars are there next week. Actually, there are unlimited avatars. पागल हो जाएंगे. We don't even know कितना avatars है. Today this is testing us. Can you please check with the other one, Prabhu? Sorry, there is one more wire here also, Prabhu. Okay, Bhagavan has so many avatars. So, if somebody has so many forms, some people can call him he is formless. That's how the meaning of formless means he is not a single. Next, he doesn't have name. What does it mean? He has unlimited name. Krishna, Madhava, Vasudeva, Keshava, Narayana, Murahari, Giridhara, Govinda, Gopala, Vamana, Nృసింహ, Dadivahana, Hrishikesha, Padmanabha, Damodara, Sankarshana, Aniruddha. How many names are there? We just told at least 20 names. Hare Krishna. Okay, yesterday I was shouting too much in the theater. My voice is also gone. My built-in mic is a little weak today. Right? So many names are there. So that's why some people without understanding this, they'll say Bhagavan ko naam nahi hai. Especially if you see the other religions, they get angry if we say Bhagavan has a name or form. They get very angry. Bhagavan ko naam nahi hai, roop nahi hai. They will say like that one. Because that is their limited understanding. Like they might get angry with it. We have more understanding. Next. Nama, Rupa, Guna. God do not have any qualities. Yes. I agree. But what is understanding? Bhagavan do not have any material qualities. Bhautikavana lakshana levu. Everything is a spiritual qualities, divine qualities. So that is how we need to understand. If somebody says God is formless, nameless, qualityless. Actually, half of our preaching goes to clarify these people only. I was telling other day that I met one person in the train. You remember? I told last week I met one person in the train and we were discussing about Bhagavad Gita for 3 hours. He was arguing with me. God do not have a form. He asked me, is Bhagavan everywhere? I said, yes, he is everywhere. He said, he is in this one. He is here. I said, I cannot, Prahlad, I cannot break that this one and show him. Yes, God is everywhere. He asked me, is God is in the train seat? I said, yes. Is God is in the fan? I said, yes. He asked me, is God is there? I said, yes. If he is everywhere, how can he have one shape? He asked. I said, that is what Gita is telling. That is what is the achintyam, inconceivable. God is everywhere. At the same time, he is in Goloka Vrindavana. God is in all the forms. He is in this form. Chetana, Achetana. Chetana means one who has life. Achetana means one which doesn't have a life. Like table, chair, mic, they don't have life. We all have life here. Everything Chetana, we can see Krishna in the Chetana form. But at the same time, he still has a form, Shyamasundara form, beautiful form, twofold form. Narayana is the four-handed form. Shyamasundara is the two-handed form. So we discussed so much, I quoted him so much slokas, but he did not agree. We agreed to disagree and we slept. At 11:30, when all our co-passengers were saying, Ayya, we'll podukunte, మేము కూడా పడుకుంటాం. That's okay. Because he cannot agree. I mean, because he is reading Bhagavad Gita for last 25 years the way he wanted. Like how I took 3-4 years to agree. In 2 hours conversation, I would not expect him to agree. But if he agrees, it is his Sukriti. If he doesn't agree, I can't help it. Right. So we understood what is form, formless. Bhagavan has a rupa. Bhagavan has divine qualities. How many qualities Krishna has? Huh? Huh? Unlimited. But at least to the what we know, 64 qualities. We will discuss that in the next class if Krishna permits, time permits, 64 classes. The 64 qualities we'll discuss all the qualities. What is the difference between different avatars also we'll understand. Try not to miss these 2-3 classes. Next, who was there before the creation? Is this a logical question? Who was there before the creation? At least Sanatana Dharma, everybody accepts Srushti, Sthiti, Laya. There is a creation, there is a maintenance, there is a destruction, annihilation. Right? So, what will happen? Who was there before creation? Who was there after destruction? After everything is smashed, who was there? And what is subject to destruction? What is not subject to destruction? Krishna is telling in Bhagavatam 2:9-33. Aham evasam evagre nanyat yat sat asat param nanyat yat sat asat param paschadaham yadetacha yo vishishyeta somyaham. It is me who was there before creation. I will be there after destruction. In this sloka, Krishna is clarifying. I am there before creation. I am there after destruction. What does it mean? It means Krishna is eternal. He is always there. Now comes the question, Prabhuji, what will happen at the time of destruction? Then I just discussed Aham Sarvasya Prabhava 10.8. We discussed, right? 5 minutes back. Then Krishna said, I am the source of all material world and spiritual world. Spiritual world is above, which is Vaikuntha and Goloka Vrindavana. And material world is all the universes coming from Krishna. Destruction means all these universes are gone. Material world is destructed. Layam అయిపోతుంది అని వింటాం మనం. Layakarudu. Sivudu Layakarudu. We'll discuss that. Why Shiva? We'll discuss that if possible today or next week. Right? So destruction happens to all the material world, but not to the spiritual world. ఆధ్యాత్మిక ప్రపంచం ఎప్పటికీ ఉంటూనే ఉంటుంది. Understand? Krishna says, whatever happens, Puri also will be there always. Vrindavan will be there. These places will be never destructed. We all will be gone. But God is still there. And His world, you will not even feel it. Very, very small example I'll give. Outside it's 50 degrees, so hot, humid. You are inside with 16 AC. How do you feel it? Will you feel the heat outside? Huh? Until you open the door, you will not feel. Let's say the doors are airproof, proper windows, properly blocked. There is no air coming inside. If I come and tell you, it's very hot, you will say, pagal hai kya? So, small example for us to understand. When outside it's very hot, inside with a bloody small AC with 25,000 rupees, you are able to control and change the environment and keep it at 16. Can't you believe now, Bhagavan, this is all destructed, he is still there? Can't you apply this logic to understand? So in the destruction, all the material world is destroyed, but spiritual world is permanently there. Next. Is Krishna dependent or independent? Is he independent? Are we dependent or are we independent? Are we all dependent? Sure. All the married men will agree we are dependent. Dependent or independent? We are all dependent on some or the other for everything. For some people, सुबह चाय नहीं पिया तो पागल हो जाते हैं. You are dependent on the दूध वाला when he'll come a packet लेके कब आएगा. Right? So for every small thing we are dependent. Like how a child is dependent 24/7 on mother. Small child baby is dependent 24/7 on mother to make him sleep, to make him take bath, to give him food. Like that one. He even doesn't know how to scratch in case mosquito is there. वो भी हम करना पड़ेगा for a small child. But Krishna is independent. The Sanskrit word for independence is abhigna-swarat. Abhigna-swarat. He is not dependent on anything. Our birth we are dependent. Our death we are dependent. Food we are dependent. For life we are dependent. Life air. The food what we have taken, usko digest करने के लिए we are dependent. Jatarakni. Krishna says in the Upanishads, I am that Jatarakni. I am the one, I am doing digestion of your food. If you understand detail, we'll become 100% Krishna conscious. Because Krishna is the one who is digesting. Then how can we forget Krishna? Krishna is saying, I am the taste of the water. So whenever we are drinking water and feel, aha, you should remember Krishna. So is remembering Krishna very difficult? It looks difficult. But once we have some jnana, it is very easy. When you drink water, you can remember. When you are digesting food, you can remember Krishna. Ah, Krishna, you have digested the food. Night I was happily sleeping. You cleaned up everything and pushed out all the nonsense. And today, next day morning, ready for another 25 idli. Again ready, khane ke liye. Like that, Krishna is giving air, water, sunlight, everything is giving. Without that, we cannot survive. It's trying to stand. But Krishna is not dependent on anybody. It's not that if you don't give him, offer food him in the morning, Krishna will go hungry. But yet we have to offer our Naivedyam to Krishna with a feeling that Yashoda Mata was feeling, Krishna, you are not eating. Duble ho jaoge, you are not eating. Does really Krishna need to be fed 8 times a day, 7 times a day? No. He's not like this. He doesn't need water. Vaikuntha is a place. Vaikuntha. Kunta means problems. There is no problems. In Vaikuntha, there is no hunger. There is no depression. There is no anger. There is no thirst. There is no problem. But here in the Bhautika Prapancha, we have to eat. Krishna doesn't need to eat anything. But yet Yashoda Mata feels so bad. Hare Krishna, you are not eating properly. That's why you have reduced. Like that, she feels that. That is love. Knowledge should not make us hard-hearted. Oh, Prabhuji told today morning Krishna is not hungry. So kal se isko naivedya chadane ke bhog chadane ke jarurat nahi hai. That is not what we need to understand. We need to understand that you have to express your love. Knowledge should not make us hard-hearted. Knowledge should make us more loving towards Krishna. अगर ये पूरा सुनने के बाद you feel like I don't need to do anything, then all my whatever I'm speaking is waste. Then we misunderstood the knowledge. If our love is increasing every week, 1%, 2%, 3% towards the God, then we are in the right direction. Otherwise, we are in the wrong direction. Suddenly somebody dies. You cannot go there and say, Dehinosmin yada dehe kaumaram yavvanam jaro ek lat marega. We cannot tell that one. You cannot go there and stand and give Gita sloka. Give them a hug. Give them a hug. Give them pyar. Give them love. Express. Allow them to cry. After some time, you can tell. Death is a part of everybody's life. We all have to accept. It is like shaking. Our life is like this. Always shaking. And if we are tied with that rope, if we are tied with love towards Krishna, there is a chance of being stable. Otherwise, it will fall down. That rope is Krishna. That this one is Krishna. That rope is Krishna Bhakti. Then we are standing straight. If Krishna is not there, Krishna Bhakti is not there. As soon as air is there, it will fall flat. That means we are also looks very nice. हम भी भक्त हैं, but थोड़ा बहुत हमारे जिंदगी में ऐसा हो गया, असली रूप नरसिम्हा रूप बाहर आएगा. Right. So Krishna is telling in 10:12 and 10:13 in Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna is telling, this is the sloka we read yesterday, right? Parabrahma parandama pavitram paramam bhavan purusham shaswatam divyam adidevam ajam vibhum. This is the sloka we did yesterday. So Arjuna is telling, you are the supreme personality of Godhead, ultimate abode. What does ultimate abode means? Parandama. Finally, that is the place where everybody has to go. Whether this life or after 1,000 million lives, that is the place we have to go. Parandhamam. The purest. The absolute truth. You are eternal. You are always there. Transcendental. Beyond space and time. You are the original person. You are the original person from whom the entire the Srishti started. You are the first Purusha. You are the Purusha. Actually, Bhagavatam says Purusha means only Krishna. Everybody else is only Stri, including men. We are also Stri only. Eko hi Purusha. That means Krishna is the Purusha. You are the unborn. You are born. You are the unborn. Nobody has carried you for 9 months, went to the maternity hospital and delivered you. You are the greatest. Next. Now, what is our relation with Krishna? 15.7. Mamaivamso jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha manashyastindriyani prakrutistani karshati. The living entities are my eternal fragmental parts. All the jivas are my parts. Krishna is telling all the jivas are his parts. He is telling that we are connected to him eternally. For example, you switch on the tube light. That light, that Roshni is coming in the entire room. It is all coming from the one tube light. That light is connected to the tube light. The Roshni is coming in the entire room. Similarly, we are all jivas. Everywhere we are all connected to Krishna. We are all his fragmental parts. You love your mother, father. Once you understand Krishna is your eternal father, you will start loving him. I quoted this few times. I don't mind quoting. Your mother, father are your mother, father in this life. But Krishna is the real mother, father in every life and in between lives. The most interesting fact is in between life. While you are resting, when you are not sent to another mother's womb, our temporary Kali Samayanlo kuda, Krishna is your mother and father. So if Shastra is telling you need to be grateful, Matru Runam, Tali Runam Tirchukolemantam. Because Shastra says you need to be grateful to your mother, father. Now imagine how much you have to be grateful to your eternal father, who is your seed-giving father, Aham Bija Pratapitaha, life after life after life after life after life. This is our relation. So once you know your relation, suddenly you go to a shadi, and your father will introduce or your mother will introduce, ये हमारा ऐसा 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 होता है. Immediately you connect and say, Acha, 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 you become my brother, or you are my sister, and you exchange phone number. You don't know that person before, next week you might meet in a coffee shop. It happened. You'll connect, and you are connected in the WhatsApp, you connected. You will never know them for the last 50 years. But in one wedding, your mother or your father has introduced you, dosti ban gaya, WhatsApp messages shuru ho gaya, you met in coffee shop, itna dosti ban gaya. Now you understand, Guru, Acharya is coming and telling, oh struggling soul, Krishna is your eternal father. Srila Prabhupada is telling Krishna is our father. So we should develop that connection with Krishna. Right. And again, some people say, Krishna is also subjected to Prakriti. When Krishna takes birth here, he is also subjected to birth, death, old age, disease. Krishna also has to suffer. Krishna also has to go through the karmic reactions. Rama went through karmic reaction. A lot of people say that one from the WhatsApp university. Are you receiving these WhatsApp university messages? Krishna is also subject to karma, like that. Like that, people will keep sharing all that knowledge. Krishna is telling answer to all that WhatsApp university professors. 9.11. Avajanamti mam mudha. Very clear. Avajanamti mam mudha. Manushim tanumasritam. Param bhavam ajananto. Mama bhuta maheshwaram. Krishna is telling, fools deride me when I descend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as the supreme Lord of all that be. రాముడు కూడా మనిషేనండి, కృష్ణుడు కూడా మనిషేనండి, కృష్ణుడికి కర్మ తప్పదు ఇది. So they will say that the God is also, for all that Krishna is giving an answer in 9.11, avajananti ma muda. Fools think that I am also a normal person when I am walking in the material world. When I come to the earth, when I descend, why does God come? He comes for some specific purpose. Right? So when I come here, people think that one, I am also subjected to this one. People say that one hunter has killed Krishna with the arrow on this one. Because he has killed in the previous yuga, Vali from behind. Have you heard this WhatsApp university story? Because Krishna killed Vali from behind, isliye next life that Vali took birth as a hunter and he has killed Krishna and Krishna left his body. The person who created this story, Avajananti mam mudha. Krishna is telling, oh fool, you never know that one. Krishna, when he comes here also, he is not subjected to any karmic reactions. He is beyond this karma prapancha. He is from the Ajyatmika prapancha. He is coming for a purpose. He is not subject to any rules. So nobody can punish Krishna. People say, Gandhari Shapam, that's why entire Yaduvamsham is gone. You heard this statement? Gandhari's Shap, finally entire Yaduvamsham got annihilated. No. Krishna wanted to finish his Leela. He has to pack up and go. It's all, he has come here for a purpose. He has done everything. Finally, Mahabharata war is also done. He has cleaned the entire mess. He has cleaned everything. He has done everything. Now it is time for him to go back to Goloka because he has finished the Leela. So he has to go back to Leela. So he was carrying away all the Yadu people. People connect that to the Gandhari Shapa and say, how can a normal person give shap to Bhagavan? Sometimes Krishna accepts that shap. Prabhu.
When Gandhari gave the shap to Krishna, like all Yaduvamsham will go and disappear. Now in today's world we see many Yadus. Yadus coming from.
Yeah, Yaduvamsha is still there. And actually, Krishna has to finish his Leela and go back. So he has accepted Gandhari Shapam in the point, anyway he has to pack his bags. I was just about to leave and one of you said Tata. I'll say thank you and I anyway decided to leave. I'm saying that because you just said bye-bye, I'm leaving. It is like that. Krishna anyway wanted to pack his bags and go. So Krishna did not leave his body. So that's why for human beings we say birthday and death day. For Krishna, for God, we say appearance day and disappearance day. Janmashtami means Avirbhava Tithi, appearance day. For all the Vaishnava Acharyas, we say Prabhupada's appearance day, Prabhupada's disappearance day, because he didn't die. There is no death for the pure devotees. They are coming from Vaikuntha for a purpose. They finish the purpose and they're going back. So in few weeks we'll celebrate Janmashtami here. So it is Krishna's appearance day. It's not Krishna's birthday. Please clarify this to yourself and to your children. It's not Krishna's birthday. Next. Lord Krishna, Brahma explains that Lord's lotus feet, we are all fortunate to see that feet, has 16 divine markings on his feet. All this one. Okay, now tomorrow anybody says, I am Krishna, ask them to show their feet and check all the 16 are there or not. Prabhuji, tattoo hai na? Tattoo से ये चोला बना के हम भगवान बनेंगे. Tattoo से नहीं होता है. Okay, these are the 16 divine markings of the Bhagavan. Whenever he descends, he will still have this one, all these divine markings. He will have Conch, Padma, Gada, Chakra, Matsya, Shanka, all these things are there, divine markings are there. Such is that Bhagavan. Not when Ram was walking in this land, you are all fortunate. Lord Ram walked on this land. Lord Krishna walked on this land. They have come. Did you see any avatar taking birth in Africa, Europe, Antarctica, America? All the avatars happened here only. Bharata Bhumi. This is because this is pious place. Karma Bhumi, Bharata Bhumi. That's why Bhagavan takes birth in the place which is very, very auspicious. That's why all avatars of Krishna are in India only. Though the knowledge has spread all over the world, when Parikshit Maharaj was ruling, he was ruling the entire world. Entire world, not just India. He was ruling the entire world. Are you able to follow? Huh? Next. Now, we'll discuss another topic. Brahman. This is a common word used by many people. In our Vaishnava Sampradaya, we call them Mayavadis. Any person who says God do not have a name, form, guna, if anybody says that one, or if they say Lord is also subjected to karma or Maya, if anybody says that, we call them Mayavadi. That means they have not understood the Shastra proper. Okay. Brahman is the word we used. Parabrahmam is the word we used as we listen so much in Upanishads. Chala chotle Bhagavantudu Parabrahma Swarupamu. Idanni vintuntama. Tarvata we say Paramatma. Paramatma. Sarvantaryami. Bhagavan is there everywhere. Paramatma. He is inside in every of our heart. Then the third one is Bhagavan. These three words we use synonymously. Interchangeably we use the word Bhagavantudu, Paramatma, Parabrahmam, Bhagavan. We use this word interchangeably. Generally, all means same for us. But if you go in detail, each word has a different level of understanding. Each word has a different level of understanding. Before I open the slide and go into detail, just again, going by our process, first establish the theory and explain. Paramatma is localized understanding. Paramatma ante prati jeevi manasulo Paramatma unnadu. That is the smallest level of understanding. Then Parabrahma. Parabrahma is the little higher understanding that God is everywhere. Sarva Vyapi. Anta Bhagavantudanta Nindi Nimidi Krutamai unnadu. That is the next level of understanding. Third higher level of understanding is Bhagavan. Krishna. Krishnastu Swayam Bhagavan. Bhagavan is in Vaikuntha, Goloka Vrindavana. This is a higher level of understanding. Okay? Now, how to understand this one? Let us take this example. How many went to Tirupati? Everybody went to Tirupati. Right. So, when you are driving up in the car, going up to Tirupati, how do you see the Tirumala? You see something like this. Next, if you get little closer, if your car is going almost up, you see almost the hills and everything are clear. Then if you go further, stop your car and start doing the walking, you start seeing the steps and you can understand. Can you see the detailed steps from Chenu Tirupati when you start? Alipiri chala kanapadutunadu meeku Bhagavantudu kanapadu. So this is the example given by Srila Prabhupada for our understanding. 3 levels of understanding. From a distance, it is like Paramatma, later like a Brahman, later like Bhagavan. And all the fortunate souls, we are all sitting here, we are directly trying to understand about Bhagavan. We are directly trying to understand about Bhagavan. So many Brahmanas, they discuss the word. Some of them you might be thinking, why is Prabhuji discussing all these topics? You might feel like that one. Because many people have all these questions and all this understanding. And we are trying to create this slide work to answer everybody. Suddenly there might be some Shankaracharya philosophy might be sitting in the class. He will say, oh, Bhagavan is Avyaktam. No, I have to answer this one. Right? So, Brahman is nothing but the effulgence coming from Lord's body. The భగవంతుడి శరీరంలోంచి వచ్చిన వెలుగు బ్రహ్మం అంటారు. The light coming from Bhagavan's body is Brahman. And Nashashanko Surya, Krishna says, sun and moon have permanent holiday in my place. But in the Ajyatmika Prapancham, in the Bhautika Prapancham, in the material world, without sun and moon, we cannot survive. We need light, we need a moon for vegetation, without that we cannot survive. But Krishna is saying, in my world, do we need a light now here? Do we need a light now? But after 6:37, we need a light, otherwise we can't see each other. Right? In a similar way, Krishna is telling, in my world, I don't need a sun. Because the light coming from his body is filling up the entire Vaikuntha with bright light. That is called Brahman. And many of the people, they say, Bhagavantudilo kalisipovali. Brahmanlo kalisipovali. It will keep saying that one. Means they are basically trying to merge into Brahman. Krishna says, Acharya says, don't merge into Bhagavan. Become his sincere devotee. Go to Vaikuntha and go to Goloka and serve Krishna. So what is the goal of life? Not to merge into Brahman, to become a devotee of Krishna and go to Goloka. Gopi Bhattur Kamalayo Dasa 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 Anu Dasa. That means go and serve Krishna in the mood and of a servant of a servant. Servant is the word which is very negative for in our mind. Servant means Chadu Puja Karne Wala in our mind. But servant means one who serves. We are also servants. We are working in office. We are serving our boss. We are serving our family members. We are serving for our children, whatever they say. Small children say, Papa Murga Bana. Papa, do like this. We are doing everything. You are becoming a donkey, you are becoming a toy for your child. Everything you are doing from morning till evening is trying to please either your boss or your family or something or the other. If anybody says I am not serving, it's impossible. We are a fool. So instead of serving everything around, serve Krishna. Become a devotee of Krishna. That's what Shastra is telling. That's what Guru is telling. Next. Is God an old man? Prabhuji, you are telling God is there always. That means by this time he might be at least 1 million years. That means he might be so old that he cannot even see, he cannot even listen. Krishna! We are thinking Bhagavan will become like this. What is your answer? He is always young. Brahma Samhita says, Advaitam Achyutam Anadimananta Rupam Adhyam Purana Purusham Navayavvanam Cha Vedeshu Durlabha Durlabham Atma Bhakto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. There are 50 slokas, 50 to 60 slokas which are explained by Brahma. Actually, there are 1,000 slokas, but we got, we means our acharyas have got access to just one part, which is the 5th part in the entire 100, this one. So Brahma Samhita, it's very beautiful. Actually, I'm explaining on Sunday afternoon, 2:30 to 4:30 online. Today is the last class. If any of you are interested, I'll send the recording. But I'm doing in Telugu. Many Telugu people are asking. So I'm doing in Telugu. It's a very detailed explanation of Krishna as per the Brahma Samhita. If you're interested, I'll share that recording. You can listen. So in that one is saying, Adyam Purana Purusham Navayavvanam cha. Navayavvanam cha means is always sweet 16. Is always, you know why did sweet 16 came? It came from Krishna. Sweet 16. He's always young. He's ever charming, ever beautiful. See that picture. It seems one day Krishna was seeing his reflection and thinking, how beautiful he is. He is lost looking at himself because he never sees in the mirror. We all see in the mirror every day. How do I look? How do I look? How do I look? But Krishna doesn't need to see in the mirror to see whether is he beautiful or not. We all check in the mirror to validate ourselves. 8-year-old lady also will look into the mirror. I am looking very sweet. This is our nature. Nobody will accept. Is there anybody here who will say I am looking ugly? Nobody in this world will accept that I am looking ugly. We all call pig is ugly. Go to the pig and say, I am most handsome pig. That's what it will say. That is the nature of our human being. That's why we are able to survive. We are able to live like that happily because we think that we are the most handsome man, we are the most beautiful lady. Krishna is Adyam Purana Purusham Navayavvanam cha. Next. Vedeshu Durlabam Adurlabam Atma Bhakto. It is very difficult to understand Krishna through the Vedas. Durlabam Adurlabam. But it's so easy to connect to Krishna with bhakti. With 10,000 slokas, you cannot connect to Krishna. With a little patram, pushpam, palam, toyam, we can connect to Krishna. It's very easy. Is Krishna is only for all the learned, all the educated people who can recite Sanskrit slokas. For example, one of the servant maid working in our house, that lady may not have studied anything. Maybe not even second class. She cannot even recite one sloka. Do you think Krishna cannot? She's not eligible for bhakti? It is for everyone. Whether you recite sloka or not, that's fine. But at least we are fortunate. We have 2 hours sufficient time to sit and listen. Our servant maid don't have time. If she doesn't work in 4 houses, she cannot eat food. She cannot feed her family. We all can afford on a Sunday morning to come here and sit here for 2 hours and forget everything and listen to bhakti. That is the flexibility. That is the, what should I say, chance given by Krishna. You don't need to worry for 2 hours. Otherwise, how will I feed? Don't need to worry. Right. Is there anybody equal to Krishna? Is there anybody higher than Krishna?
Lord, they cannot be
Is there anybody higher than Krishna? No, because we are saying supreme. Okay. Now, Prabhuji, how do I understand this? 7.7. Mattah parataram nanyat. Please say. Mattam parataram nanyat. Kinti dasti dhananjaya. Mai sarvamidam protam. Sutre manigana iva. Krishna is telling, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls as strung on a thread. Mataji Menda, Posa necklace anybody is having pearls necklace in your this one? Or any kind of this one. How are the pearls all strung together? With a thread, right? Krishna is telling, Nena Dharani. All pearls are standing in a proper shape because of that thread. Otherwise, all pearls will fall away. Krishna is saying, Ee sakala charachara sushtanta ala nilabadi nadustundi karanam nenu. Why are the planets in the road? How many accidents happen here? Have you seen Mars and Venus hitting each other? Have you seen Jupiter coming and clashing Earth? No, everything is staying in their respective orbits, and all these worlds, unlimited worlds, are all functioning. And Krishna is telling, everything rests upon me. నా మీదే ఆధారపడి ఉన్నాయి. This is one of the answer Krishna has given, that there is nobody equal to me, there is nobody higher than Krishna, there is nobody equal to him. Next, Lord Brahma's prayers. This is the one which we do every week. Ishwarah Paramah Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. I want everybody to by heart this sloka. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Ishvara Parama Krishna. I listened to one lecture which is a 4 hours explanation of this sloka. 4 light scale of 4 hours. That it's not detailed sloka, direction. So Krishna is person. Sarvakarana Karanam. The last line is the answer. He is the Sarvakarana Karanam. Everything in this world is happening because of him. He is one person responsible for everything happening across in all the worlds. ఈ ఒక్క ప్రపంచమే కాదు, అన్ని చోట్ల everything is happening because of him. These slokas are establishing the supremacy of Krishna. Because we are discussing Krishna is Supreme Lord, right? We are trying to connect to different slokas to understand why are we saying Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Are you all able to follow? Or is it becoming a little difficult? Hare Krishna. Mataji, Prabhuji, I see some people come for the first time. I hope you are able to follow. Next, 10.41. Don't look on the left side. Yadyat vibhutim sattvam srimadurjitam evava tattat evava gachatvam mamo tejo musha sambhavam. Krishna is telling, if you see anything which is opulent, if you see anything which is beautiful, if you see anything which is glorious, if you see anything which is great, just consider that that is a spark of my splendor. That is a spark of my splendor. Na nunchi vachina ek chota sa spark. If you see the most beautiful person, this is Krishna coming from. If you see Miss Universe, Miss World, this is coming from Krishna, spark of the splendor. You see a person who is so majestic, he was lifting 500 kilos, 1,000 kilos. This is spark of my splendor. You see a person created a beautiful garden. He has created a big everything. He has done the entire city. He has designed the city. Spark of his splendor. You see Narendra Modi ji, spark of Krishna's splendor. He has come to revive Sanatana Dharma in a different way. He did not come with his sword and on the horse. He is doing it in a suit, trying to revive Sanatana Dharma. So anything you see great, please understand that it is spark of his Krishna splendor. Anybody been to Switzerland? You been to Switzerland? How beautiful is it, Mataji? I was fortunate to live there for 3.5 years. So beautiful country in the world. So beautiful place. Every place, actually, when you are going in the train, on the left side, when you are looking at, you see like every eye catch glimpse is one special design made by Krishna. Every second, it looks like as if it is made like a special, beautiful design. Beautiful farms, cows, greenery. Even here you see roadside plants, they look like zigzag. There looks like as if roadside plants also going through some shape. Even 50 kilometers outside the city, 100 kilometers outside, anywhere you see it is beauty. So if you go to Switzerland, immediately you need to, as soon as you see that, whom do you need to remember? Krishna. You need to remember 10.41. Krishna. You go to a beautiful sari shop, you should remember 10.41. You go to a beautiful jewelry shop, you should immediately remember 10.41. Aha, what an exquisite jewelry is there. This is all spark of the splendor of Krishna's divine. I am telling all these examples so that we can connect to Krishna 24/7. If we see like this, connecting to Krishna is not that very difficult. Anything and everything we see God's design. Anybody been to Dubai? Burj Khalifa you have seen? The construction is like amazing. How did they make it? You think that intelligence is given by Krishna. If Burj Khalifa is so beautiful, you can imagine how is Vaikuntha. You can start thinking like that. That everything which you see beautiful, big, magnanimous, unimaginable, inconceivable, ఇవన్నీ భగవంతుని యొక్క శక్తిలో ఒక రవంత మాత్రమే. ఇంత అద్భుతమైన చూస్తున్నామంటే ఆ అద్భుతాన్ని సృష్టించగలిగిన వ్యక్తిని సృష్టించగలిగింది ఎవరు? దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ వీ నీడ్ టు రిమెంబర్. Who is the creator? Don't see the creation. Whenever you see the creation, admire the creator. You see anything beautiful, we should start thinking who made it. See, suddenly we go to paintings. Immediately, what is our first question? Who made this? So, Mataji, did you also go to Paris? You saw the Louvre Museum, Mona Lisa painting and all? Yeah, okay. Nothing great. Huh?
I didn't find.
I know. We also paid 15 euros, stood in the 2 hours queue, went inside. Finally, I saw some Mona Lisa painting. What is great about it? Instead of that, I found Raja Ravi Verma paintings in Mysore are so beautiful. So, anyway. So, Krishna is saying that anything which is beautiful is just spark of my splendor. So, this is how we need to remember Bhagavan. Next. Shankaracharya is telling in Gita Amrita. Sarvoparishado Gavo, I keep quoting this one. Sarvoparishado Gavo, Dokta Gopala Nandana, Partho Vatsa Sudhir Bhuktar, Duktam Gita Amrutam Mahat. Anni Upanishattulu Palulaga Pratikutunte. The person who is receiving the milk is Arjuna, and the person who is milking the cow is Krishna, and that milk is Gita. Shankaracharya is telling. Next, he has also said another important thing. Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Geetam. Everybody say it. Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Geetam. Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva. Eko Mantrastasya Namani Yani. Karmapi Ekam Tasya Devasya Seva. Actually, this sloka is self-explanatory. Andarki ardhamai untadi. Eko Shastram Devaki Putra Geetam. Who is Devaki Putra? Krishna. Geetam. It's coming from this one. Eko Shastram. Just read this Gita, that's enough. Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva. There is only one God who is none other than Krishna. Eko Mantrastasya Namani Yani. There is only one mantra, which is the name of the Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And last he is telling, Karmapi Ekam Tasya Devasya Seva. There is only one duty. What is that duty? Tasya Devasya Seva. Such God who is Devaki Putra. Seva. ఆయనకి సేవ చేయటమే అన్ని కర్మలలోకి ఉత్తమమైన కర్మ. There is no other karma which is higher than that work. Prabhuji, I have so much work at home. Fine, you keep doing. Prabhuji, I have to cook. I have to take care of my family. I have to work. I have to do that one. I have to do this one. I have to pay my bills. I have to go there. Okay, all these works are there. But what is the highest karma? Tasya devasya seva. You might do so many things. Some people have this argument. Krishna said, just do your duty. I am just taking care of my household activities. That is enough. ఇలా అంటుంటారు, విన్నారండి? నీ కర్తవ్యం నువ్వు చేయమని కృష్ణుడు చెప్పాడు. నీ కర్తవ్యం నువ్వు చేయమని కృష్ణుడు చెప్పాడు. ఆయన్ని మర్చిపోమని చెప్పలా. నీ పని నువ్వు చేస్తూ నన్ను గుర్తుపెట్టుకోమని చెప్పాడు ఆయన. You do all your household activities, but you have to still think about Krishna. If you have not done Hare Krishna mantra in any day, that day is wasted. Sorry to say. That day is wasted. Oh, then you might have done so much thing. Prabhuji, I did so much work. I washed 1 year old pending all that chadar, vadar and all I cleaned today. But you wasted. Prabhuji, I did that huge work. Wasted. Prabhuji, I sent to today 8 hours and cleaned my entire smartphone. Cleared all my WhatsApp, cleared all my phones, reworked all my memory, removed unnecessary contacts. I spent 8 hours, Prabhu. Very good. But we have wasted the day. Have you chanted today? If you have not done, you have wasted. The day got wasted. So choice is ours. Every day before going to sleep, we need to think, have we wasted or used our day? దుర్వినియోగం చేసుకున్నామా సదుపయోగం చేసుకున్నామా ఈ రోజు? This one should come in our dream. If we did not chant that day, we have to chant. That is the very, very important thing. అందుకే నేను ప్రతి వారం చెప్తూ ఉంటాను, chanting is so important, chanting is so important. Unfortunately, in Kaliyuga, our mind is so contaminated that somebody has to come and tell, please think about God. Is there anybody who is telling, please feed for your family? Is there anybody calling you and every day telling, have you cooked food for your husband? Did you hug your child? Did you kiss your child? Is anybody calling and asking you? But in Kaliyuga, we have to be reminded, we are in such state of contaminated stage where we need to be told constantly that thinking about God is very, 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 very important. The most important activity is thinking. I'm telling to myself also, I'm not telling to you. I'm telling to myself when I'm saying this one, connecting to Krishna is the foremost important activity in the day. Even sometimes I deprioritize, I do other works and then I chant. It is wrong. Please.
Service to God. Enlightening yourself, what all service to God?
What all leads to service to God? Good question, Prabhu. Actually, Shastra is very clear. By chanting his name is service to God. The puja you offer is service to God. The naivedhyam you are cooking is service to God. Reading Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita is service to God. Preaching this knowledge is service to God. Preaching this knowledge is service to God. Listening to Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita is service to God. Doing Goseva is service to God. Actually, I want to touch on controversy now since you asked this question. Manava Seve, Madhava Seva. Vinnara Viru? Some people say just to serve people, that's enough. It is wrong. Manava Seva is important, no doubt about it. But Manava Seva is not equal to Madhava Seva. But instead you do only Madhava Seva, that is also Manava Seva. This is controversial topic in today's world. Not many people will accept this one. But Shastra is very clear. Prabhuji, I am doing an orphanage. 1,000 children I am feeding every day. Great. But have you connected to Krishna? If you have not connected to Krishna, good, because you are running an orphanage. Next year you will be in, next life you will be born in Ambani's family. Prabhuji, I am running a big old age home. 10,000 Vruddhun and Chuskundan, Prabhu. Very good. Next year you are Sunil Mittal. You are Mittal Group of Industries chairman because you are doing so many pious activities. But have you connected to Krishna? No. So Madhava Seva is the highest. Prabhuji, I did not run any orphanage. I did not do any old age home. I did not do any free hospital. But I have connected to Krishna in this life sincerely. That is enough. You have perfected your life. How many people can you feed? I'm not saying feeding people is wrong. We should do charity. That is basic dharma. But how many people you can feed? And how many times you can feed? Let's say I fed 1 million people this afternoon. By night, all of them will again get hungry, right? I am running a free hospital. How many patients you can take care? There are unlimited patients now. So there is no limit for this seva. But what are you doing in the process? Are you connecting to Krishna? What are you doing for your life? Yes, it is very good to have such heart. There are some people who are leaving families for the sake of society. Great. You continue doing that. But that's why they say, actually people say that, no, Anni Danala Kanna Anna Danave Minna. Vinnar kadandi meeru? Kaadu. Anni Danala Kanna Shastra Danave Minna. Because I give you 100 and double chappal poke, 56 plus 56, 112. I feed you. Raatko again you are hungry. Next day morning again you are hungry. But if I give you Shastra Danam, if I give you that knowledge, with that knowledge, you start understanding the purpose of life. And you don't need to take birth again. That is why people say Shastra Dhan is very high. Now you will understand why people stop you on the road and give you Bhagavad Gita. Mataji. Yeah. Yeah. Correct. Then it becomes bhakti. Yes. Yeah. See, Mataji, Karma Yoga also has two different meanings. We'll discuss actually after this. We have a topic called yoga. Next session after, if we can complete about Krishna understanding, it is actually my foolishness to complete about Krishna. But someday we have to stop. After one session or two sessions, we have to stop. So after that, there is a session about yoga. What does yoga mean? What is Karma Yoga, Gnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Bhakti Yoga? We'll discuss that. But just to answer your point in a very brief way, Karma Yoga, the advanced version of Karma Yoga understanding is finally doing for Krishna and leaving the results to Krishna. That is Karma Yoga. I am doing a work with a written expectation in my mind is not Karma Yoga. I am running orphanage so that I get Padma Shri award. So that I become in newspaper. So that every function they'll call me as a chief guest because I am running the biggest orphanage in Hyderabad. I am running the biggest Gosala in Hyderabad so that my name comes in every newspaper. They give me Bharat Ratna award. That is not Karma Yoga. Krishna, I am serving your cows because Namo Brahmanyaya Go Brahmanya Vidaya Jagat Hitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Nama. Krishna serving cows is serving Krishna. I am serving cows. So Krishna, you are also, Krishna was serving cows. Who am I? He was serving cows. When he was playing the flute, Venum Kwanantam Brahma Savita, there is a sloka. When Krishna was playing the flute, 9 lakh cows, it is personally speaking to each of the cow. It's like telling Giridhar Prabhu Bhavnara, Vasantra Prabhu Bhavnara, Murahar Prabhu Bhavnara, Pravina Mataji Bhavnara. If I come and talk, take one by one name and say, how are you, how are you, how are you? It is like Krishna when he was singing that one, all 9 lakh cows are personally saying, how are you, good morning. That is the greatness of Krishna. So, if you are doing Goshava to please Krishna, that is bhakti. If you are doing Goshava for becoming famous in Hyderabad, that is not bhakti, that is rakti. So, everything, inner meaning is very important. Consciousness with which you are doing is very important. Krishna says, with the right intention, you are trying to do good to the other person, that has become counterproductive, still you will not get any problem. Because you are trying to do with the right intention. Let's say you asked some person to come to Gauthami Enclave to attend Bhagavad Gita class. On the way, he met with an accident. Just example, I'm just telling. That is not pap. Because your intention was you wanted him to come and attend the Bhagavad Gita. You had the right intention. It is unfortunate that while coming, he fell down and broke his leg or ankle got twisted or some chinna samasya undachchu. But your intention was you wanted him to come to attend the Bhagavad Gita classes. So Krishna will see the intention. Krishna will see our heart. So in the Narsimha movie also you'll see when Narsimha, it looks little gory, when he plucks out the heart from Hiranyakaspu's this one, he sees him. He checks the heart. He doesn't see him. Am I there or not? He's seeing in the heart and he throws that away. Because he doesn't find it. There was one heart specialist, I heard this story once before. There was one heart specialist who has done so many heart surgeries. Once he was doing a surgery for a 4-year-old girl. I don't know if you heard this story. He was doing for a 4-year-old girl and the girl asked him, it seems, when you open my heart, if you see God, please tell me. My mother said that Krishna is in the heart, but I can't see him. You are opening my heart. If you see him, please tell him, take his picture. And that doctor was not okay. He's an okay devotee. He was never like a serious devotee. That incident has changed his mind. He said that such a 4-year-old girl has this much conviction that there is Krishna inside my heart. Lady, I am 60-year-old. I have done millions of surgeries. I am thinking I am the best cardiologist in Hyderabad or Washington DC or whatever it may be, and I never had this belief that I can see Krishna in the heart. And from that day onwards, before he's doing every surgery, he prays to God, saying that Nimittamatram Bhavasavve Sachin. I am just an ordinary man. I am the instrument in your hand. I am doing this surgery. You are the person who is the ultimate surgery, Dhanvantari. You are the Dhanvantari avatar. I am just merely a attender in your hand. I am doing the surgery. That one girl's faith has changed the doctor's mind. Right. You all know Gajendra Moksha story. Actually, I forgot the Bhagavatam sloka from Potana. I wanted to connect to this one. Because many people Telugu Potana Bhagavatam sloka noting Bhagavachu Chala Mandiki. Yavvaniche Jeninchu, that's a sloka. You know, Gajendra, do not say, Krishna, please come and help me. Gajendra Dargadu. You know what does Gajendra say? Namo Namaste Akila Karanaya. Nishkaranaya Adbhutakaranaya Sarvagamam Nyaya Maharnavaya Sarvagamam Nyaya Maharnavaya Namo Pavargaya Parayanaya Namo Pavargaya Parayanaya. Is there a word called Krishna there? Is there a word called Vishnu there? Is there a word called anything there? When Gajendra was doing this sloka, when you know the Gajendra story, right? When he was in a great difficulty, Musali Pattukuna time lo, Gajendra was looking at his friend's family. He has 10,000 elephants as the wives. All of them are near the shore waiting, feeling bad, but they can't do anything. Our life will be also like that. Even though you have so much property, 10,000 friends, not friends, Instagram followers, YouTube subscribers, they have everything. Nobody can save you from the clutches of the death. When the crocodile comes and catches your leg, all his people were just looking at him. Actually, he was a king in his previous life. Chitraketu Maharaj, Indradyumna Maharaj. He was a king in his previous life. There's a different story for that when we talk sometime, when Krishna permits, why the crocodile took that form, why Gajendra took that form, everything we'll understand. But very briefly, at that time, suddenly he remembers this sloka from his previous life. Can you imagine your dog suddenly reciting Sanskrit Bhagavatam slokas, just for the sake of example? But this elephant was remembering Namo Namaste Akila Karanaya. Akila Karanaya means who is the cause of all causes. When he was trying to do these prayers, first Indra was coming. Indra was trying to come and save. Namaste Akila Karanaya. He entered somewhere, Indra took his back seat. Brahma was coming. He heard this statement. I am not the person. He went back. Lord Shiva was trying to come forward to save him. He went back. Finally, Vishnu came forward because he is the one. Namo Namaste Akila Karanaya. Namo Pavargaya Parayanaya. My Lord, you are the cause of all causes. And you yourselves have no cause. Neeki e karanam ledu. Nuve sarva karana karanam. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you who are the shelter of the Vedic knowledge. వేదాలు ఎవరి దగ్గర నుంచి ఆశ్రయం తీసుకున్నాయో అటువంటి భగవంతుడికి నేను నమస్కారం చెప్తున్నాను. Because it is you who can give liberation. మోక్ష ప్రదాత అయిన ఆ వ్యక్తికి నేను నమస్కరిస్తున్నాను. పరమ సాధువులందరూ ఎవరి పాదాలైతే కోరుకుంటారో అటువంటి వ్యక్తిని నేను నమస్కరిస్తున్నాను. Let me offer my respectful obeisances. As soon as this sloka came, all the devatas, yakshas, kimnaras, kimpurushas, Brahma, Shiva, Indra, Varuna, Vayu, everybody took a backseat saying that he is talking about somebody else. Then Krishna came. Amula Saudambilo, Alavaikuntapuramula. Have you watched that movie, Alavaikuntapuramula? He's there, he's not in that sloka. It's not about Pavan Kalyan. Alavaikuntapuramula, Amula Saudambulo. That sloka is from Potana Bhagavatam. He's telling Alavaikuntapuramula. From that Vaikunta, in that common corner, Lord Vishnu, as soon as he heard these prayers of Gajendra, he came running, Lakshmikin Jappaka. And he was not even, like Mother Lakshmi was asking, where are you going? No, I'm busy. I will tell you later. He was not even caring about what Lakshmi is asking. He was just running to come to Artha Jana Rakshaka, Bhakta Prahlada Rakshaka. He was just coming only to save his devotee. So this Loka, Gajendra understood who is Supreme Personality. Though there is no direct mention of Krishna, whoever is qualified for these 4 lines, whoever fits to these 4 lines is Krishna. Is it clear?
We can continue.
We can continue for some more time. Okay, very good. Now, is Krishna's planet a temporary planet or permanent planet? Now you are all convinced, you know all the answers. Huh? Krishna's world is a permanent world. It is not a temporary world. ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది మనకి 8.15 మాం ఉపేత్య పునర్జన్మ దుఃఖాలయం అశాశ్వతం నాప్నువంతి మహాత్మానాం సంసిద్ధిర్ పరమం గతిం. Great souls who are yogis in devotion, yogulu bhaktulu vallu never return to this temporary world which is full of miseries because they have attained the highest perfection. Yogulu, Rushulu, villandaru, they won't come back to this world after achieving the perfection. They won't come back to this material world. What is the definition Krishna has given to this world? Second line. Dukkhalayam ashashvatam. What is the definition of the place where we are living? Krishna has given this definition. Dukkhalayam ashashvatam. So how can we get sukha in a dukkhalayam? Is it possible? Little bit here and there, but it is not permanent happiness. Ashashvatam. Can we live here forever? Not possible. Krishna is clarifying. This is dukkhalayam ashashvatam. Next. How do we know Lord Krishna's abode is the highest abode? Brahma Samhita is telling. Goloka namni nijadamni talecha tasya devi mahesha haridamashu teshu teshu tete prabhavanichaya vihitascha yena govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Can you reconnect to this tune? Yen tune andi? Venkateswara song Suprabhatam. Right. Goloka namni nijadamni talecha tasya देवी महेश हरिदामाशु तेषु तेषु तेते प्रभवनिचय विहितश्च येन गोविन्दमादि पुरुषं तमहं भजामि. He's telling lowest of all is the Devi Dhama. కింద అమ్మవారి లోకం ఉంది. ఆ పైన మహేష ధామ శివలోకం ఉంది. ఆ పైన హరిధామ. Above is Vishnu Loka, Vaikuntha. Above that one is Golokadamni Nijadamni Talecha Tasya. Above is the Goloka Vrindavana. Devi Dhamam, Mahesha Dhamam, Haridhamam, Goloka Dhamam. That is the gradation of the 4 Maharlokas. మీలో చాలా మంది తెలుగు వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ మీరందరూ గృహప్రవేశానికి వెళ్తే చదువుతుంటారు కదండి. ఏం చదువుతుంటారండి? మణిద్వీప వర్ణన. మణిద్వీప వర్ణంలో చదువుతున్నప్పుడు మీరు చదువుతుంటారు కదండి. ఆవిడ ప్రపంచం అలా ఉంటుంది, రత్నాలు రాసులు పోసి ఇల్లులు ఉన్నాయి, అవన్నీ ఉంటుంది కదా. దట్ ఈస్ ఆల్ దేవీధామం. ఆ దేవీధామమే అలా ఉంటే ఇంకా ఆ పైన హరిధామం ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే దట్ ఈస్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్. చింతామణి ప్రకార సద్మసు కల్ప వృక్ష లక్ష్మీ వ్రతేషు సురవిర్ అభిపాలయంతం లక్ష్మీ శతసహస్ర సంభ్రమ సేవ్యమానం గోవిందమాది పురుషం తమహం భజామి. You want to recite this sloka together? Can we all recite this? Chintamani prakara sasatmashu kalpa vruksha. Chintamani prakara sasatmashu kalpa vruksha. Lakshavrateshu surabir abhipalayantam. Lakshavrateshu surabir abhipalayantam. Lakshmi sahasrashata sambramana sevyamanam. Lakshmi sahasrashata sambrama sevyamanam. Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Madi purusham tamaham bhajami. Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Do I need to explain this? Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Niku namaskaristunnanu. Who made this sloka? Who has written this sloka? Brahma. Lord Brahma. He is saying, Chintamani Prakarasa Satvarsha Kalpa Vriksha. He is telling Chintamani ante is the highest gem. Ratnam Toti, it will fulfill all the desires. And the Chintamani gems are used as a construction material in Goloka Vrindavana. రాళ్ల బదులు చింతామణి జెమ్స్ యూజ్ చేశారంటండి. ఒక్క చింతామణి జెమ్ మనకు దొరికితే మన జన్మ అయిపోయినట్టే. One చింతామణి gem in your hand, your next day morning, who is the richest person in the world? Elon Musk. If you touch the Chintamani, you'll become Elon Musk. Elon, Musk. And you are 10 times richer than Elon Musk if you touch one Chintamani gem. Such Chintamani gems, unlimited, are used to make 16,108 palaces in Goloka Vrindavana. For each princess, for each Gopika, one palace is there. Kalpa Vriksha. Akada Kalpa Vriksha. How is it the Kalpa Vrikshas are there? Any desire, Kalpa Vriksha ante enti? Any desire can be fulfilled. In Goloka Vrindavana, you can go to a banana tree and ask, can you give me a mango? It will give you a mango. Unimaginable. Can you get a banana from a mango tree here? Huh? There you go there and ask anything. You are going to take Krishna's darshan. You can go to mango tree and say, can you give me some tulasi? It will give you tulasi. Can you give me one bananas? It will give you bananas. Can you give me one garland? It will give you garland. Why? Because you are going there to serve Krishna. Chinta. Kalpa Vrikshas are Sahasra Kalpa Vrikshas. That desire fulfilling trees konni lakshalu unnayata. Sahasra in Sanskrit means unlimited, not 1,000. Unlimited. Laksha Vrateshu Surabir Abhipalayantam. Surabhi cows are there everywhere. And Surabhi, anybody connected to agriculture, how many maximum liters a cow can give? Jersey cows, maybe 20 liters like that. But Surabhi can give 10,000 liters. When you study Brahma Samhita, you'll understand there is a Shweta Dvipa that is completely made from the milk of Surabhi cows. Entire ocean of milk is there. Surabhi cows. Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Sambramana Sevyamana. Ante there are unlimited Lakshmis who are serving Krishna. Unlimited Lakshmis who are serving Krishna. This is little puzzling. You have to wait for next week to understand. Prabhuji, Lakshmi should be one. Why are you saying unlimited Lakshmis? Question vachidandi meeku? Shata Sahasra. Kalpa Vriksha is basically, I was telling Prabhu that it will fulfill any desire. Anything you ask, that will give you. Like I was just giving an example. You can go to a banana tree and say, can you give me a mango? It will give you. You can go and say, I want this, it will give you. You can go to the Kalpa Vriksha and say, I want a beautiful house, it will give you. It can give you anything. Atuvantivi, there are unlimited there. And Lakshmi Seta Sahasra Sevyamanam. So many Ananta Koti Lakshmis are serving Krishna there. We'll understand this more. Prabhu, how much time we have? Because I don't know if I should open that one or not. Can we extra another 10 minutes? Huh? I want to show you something very different which you have never seen in your life. Why it's not coming? Oh, today is a meeting? No, I got scared. Why is this not coming? Give him a minute. लोकैव विजजां तले च तस्य लक्ष्मीशतसहस्रशतसेव्यमानम् गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. Vice versa. Maybe it want us to see only next week. Krishna want us to see him next week only. Hare Krishna. Actually, I wanted to show you something else, but I don't know why it's not coming up. Anyway, so Goloka Jamni, we discussed that one. So here actually I wanted to show a bigger PDF of this one. So Goloka Vrindavana, Krishna is Brahma is explaining Sahasrapatra Kamalam Gokulakyam Mahatpadam Tatkarnikaram Tathama Dadanam Tamsya Sambhavam. So Brahma is telling that it is like a Sahasrapatra Kamalam, 1,000 leaves. In the middle, Radha Krishna are there. You will see that lotus flower. Sahasrapatra Kamalam. Next. Yasya Prabhavato Jagadanda Koti Swashesha Vashudati Vibhuti Pinnam Tad Brahmanishkalam Anantamashesha Bhutam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. This sloka is telling that he is the source of all Upanishads, he is the source of Brahman, and from him Aneka Brahmandas are coming out. Millions of universes are coming out. Millions of universes are coming out. I will take you to one picture for you to connect to understand. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Are you seeing that picture? Unlimited universes are coming from Krishna's body. Unlimited universes are coming from Krishna's body. Each universe has 14 planets. Each universe has the 14 planets. 14 loka. 7 above and 7 below. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Mahatala, Patala. Below. Bhuloka, Bhavadloka, Swaraloka, Maharloka, Tapoloka, Janoloka, Satyaloka. 7 above, 7 below, and in between is the Bhuloka. Each planet has got these 14 planets. Each planet has got one Brahma. And how many planets are there? How many Earths are there? Who are we? Who are we? Who are we? Even a mosquito? Huh? Even are we in the size of a mosquito in this entire creation?
Not you.
Not even a mosquito in the entire creation. Such Krishna, who is the Sarvakarana Karanam, is ready to come to our house and accept our seva.
Shri Krishna.
He goes.
Hari Bol. This is the greatness of Krishna.
Pashwamitam Varna.
Hanji, boli.
Pashwamitam Devatam Dehi Sarvat. The Sara Sansan Akhand Brahman. If Kamala system. It's true.
Everything is, every entire creation is coming from me. Not one loka. Aneka lokalu. We'll discuss this more detail little bit next week. All the worlds are coming from Krishna's body. And each world, each universe, Krishna is again entering there into the each universe and trying to do Srushti Strita Layalu in that each universe. And each universe has got 14 planets. In the highest planet is Satyalokam. And that is Brahma. So one Brahma is there everywhere. Actually, once Brahma comes to Dwaraka to see Krishna, and he'll tell the Dwarapalaka, that Dwarapalaka will ask, what should I tell about you? He says, Brahma has come, go tell Krishna. He will go inside and say, Brahma has come. Krishna will ask the Dwarapalaka, find out which Brahma has come. Which Brahma? Dwarapalaka comes sincerely and he says, Krishna asked me to find out which Brahma you are. Who are you? For example, if I say I am Srinivas, in South India there are 100 Srinivasas. So which Brahma are you? Brahma gets confused. Which Brahma? I am the only one Brahma, right? No. Krishna wanted to know which Brahma are you. He will say, I am the one. Then he will come back and says, how many heads you have? Oh, 4, right? Okay, I'll go tell Krishna that 4-headed Brahma has come. Then Krishna will say, allow him to come inside. Then he goes inside and he sees there are 10,000 Brahmas sitting there. One with 4 heads, one with 5 heads, one with 6 heads, one with 10 heads, one with million heads. So many people are sitting here. Immediately he will think, Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Actually, if you start understanding Shastra, we'll feel like sorry to use the word, we are like shit. We are nothing. We are nothing. Manu yemi kaadu. Yemi kaani mano ento garvanto untam manu. Nenu adi, nenu idi, nenu palana kulallo puttanu. Ma inti peru idi. Maaku vaadu telusu. Naaku veelu telusu. Maaku inta astundi. Ani cheppi manam garvanto feel avutuntam. We feel proud for unnecessary things which will go away in a fraction of a second. Once we start understanding Brahma Samhita, Bhagavan, God, we start thinking, asalu nenu evaru? And such great Krishna, who is Sarvakarana Karanam, still ready to come and listen to your prayers and accept the prasadam you are giving in your house. And he is ready to talk to each one of us, listen to our problems, connect to us and reciprocate. Bhagavantudu mantoti is trying to reciprocate. మన కోరికలు వింటున్నాడు, మాట్లాడుతున్నాడు, మన కష్టం అర్థం చేసుకుంటున్నాడు. ఆయనకి ఏం పని అండి? What is the need for Krishna, who is Sarvakarana Karanam, need to bother about this small soul living in Gachibowli? Which earth? Which earth? Which Hyderabad? Which Telangana? How many earths are there? And how many millions of devotees are there? When we were discussing about the fame of Krishna, now can you understand how many lokas are talking about Krishna? How many Brahmas are chanting about Krishna? How many of them are praising him that you are everything? Now you understand the sloka from Gajendra. Akila Loka Karanaya. Who is that person? That's why Lord Shiva, Brahma, Indra, Varuna, Chandra, Surya, all the Devatas, all the Ashtadikpalakas, everybody took a back seat. They all said, this is out of scope for us. This is out of jurisdiction. Only Vishnu started walking out because he is the Akila Loka Karanaya. That is the greatness of Krishna which we need to connect. Hare Krishna, I'll try to stop here. Next week we'll discuss, I will show you Goloka Vrindavana chat, which I was trying to show today. I don't know, maybe Krishna wanted to only reveal next week, I think. Let me check again whether you want to come up. He's saying that he doesn't want to come up now. How many times I show that one, it's not coming. File is opening. I click the share button, it's not coming up. Yeah. That's slow. That chat is staying back. Okay. Anyway, so next week we will discuss about Goloka Vrindavana, that chat, different lokas, how are, don't miss. Different lokas, how are there? Where is Krishna Loka, Gola, Mahesha Loka, Devi, Mahesha, Haridama, Shuteshu, Teshu, Adanta, we'll try to understand and we'll discuss about avatars. Unlimited avatars. If I say how many avatars are there, what should be your question? What should be your question? How many types of avatars are there? Not how many avatars are there. There are Guna avatars, there are Leela avatars, there are Purusha avatars, there are Manvantar avatars, there are Shakti Aves avatars. Leela avatars. Aneka Rakala avatars. Each type of avatar has many avatars. It is a very detailed topic. It is my foolishness try to explain in 30 minutes. I will try. So we'll discuss that next week and see if we can come to conclusion on this topic. Any questions? Any questions today? Any confusion?
I have 2-3 questions, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
One question is, there are different avatars, right? Krishna avatar, Ram avatar, Narasimha avatar. Why are we referring him as Krishna? I mean, what is the physical appearance of Krishna? Is it like we discussed on it? He will be beautiful and black and all that, right? It is description of Krishna as far as we know. Why are we not describing him as other avatar? And in many slokas, you quoted him as Devaki Putra, which is, and you are like, he is unborn. And he is quoted as Devaki Putra. I mean, it is confusing. That is one.
Good.
Other question is, you said Krishna is supreme controller and everything. In Ganesh Chaturthi, we discuss on this Apanindalo Sai, if we see moon and all. In the story, even Krishna is he says moon in milk and he gets that Apaninda. It is, I mean, if he is controller of all that, why is he?
Very good question.
That?
Very good.
And yeah, and other religions, I mean, as Hindus, we know Krishna, we are doing Hare Krishna Mantram and all. If other religions, if we consider some Muslims or Christians, they don't know anything about them, they believe in their religion, something, okay. I mean, at the end of the day, will they also reach Vaikuntha? I mean, is it a way to prohibit them to not enter Vaikuntha so that they are born in other religions, or they are also doing everything sincerely and all, but what is the destination of them? I mean,
Amazing questions. So we'll spend next 2 hours talking about these 4 questions. No, very brief. I was just joking. So coming to that first question of Ganesh Chaturthi, it is actually a Leela of Krishna. Actually a Leela of Krishna. Actually, that's where I connected to this question that Krishna is not subject to any of the shrap or karma, anything. So Leela Panindalu, it's a Leela of Krishna because he wanted to